Hey folks, how you all doing? So it's that time of the month where I show the compact discs and vinyl albums, EPs, singles, etc. that Lynn and I purchased during the month that has just been, and in this case it is November 2024. 3 compact discs this month and about 7 or 8 vinyl albums, so let's get into them quickly. Picked up the new Father John Misty album. There you go. Mahesh Mashana, very good artist. He was the original drummer and did vocals for Fleet Foxes on their first 2 albums. Very good artist. Lots of multi-layered vocals on his solo stuff. It's very crisp, very clean, almost sparse in places, but this one's a lot more what should I say, commercial sounding, radio sounding than the songs on his other albums, but nonetheless quality artist, always good material, always buy his stuff without even listening to it. Great stuff. Next up, got to give a big finger there to Lynn. I purchased these albums for her. Hit and Run Phase 1, Hit and Run Phase 2, prints. They were released in 2015, the year before he died. Companion piece. Phase 2 is sort of funky. It's R&B. There's jazzy overtones on it. Really good album. Phase 1 is more dance orientated stuff. There's samples of his own older material on it as well. So yeah, not a bad album, but certainly not as good as Phase 2. But anyway, yeah, I didn't realise Lynn had these in her collection, so I ended up having these myself. It was going to be part of a Christmas gift for Lynn, but she's already got these, so thanks for letting me know, Lynn, and just once again for you, girl, there you go. Anyway, that's those. Now we're on to the records. Picked up a record I've always wanted on vinyl, never got around to it. Got around to it this month with the whole Black Friday deal things on Amazon a week or so before actual Black Friday happened. I picked up this for about $40. Magical Mystery Tour. That's the original US release album. It was only released as a double vinyl EP, 7-inch EP in the UK, but this album forms part of the actual official Beatles catalogue. Great album. I'm glad I finally got this on vinyl. A grail for me. Well, not. It would be if I could find an original copy of this. One of my top 3 or 4 albums of all time. Finally have this on brand new vinyl. It's the Zombies with Odyssey and Oracle. If you haven't heard this album, do yourself a favour. The big hit off the album was Time of the Season. That isn't even in the top 10 top songs on this album, guaranteed. It's just an absolute masterpiece of an album. If you haven't heard it, it's well worth seeking it out and buying it, even if you just get it on compact disc. Great album, Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies. Next up, Paul Weller released a 4-track limited edition EP. I believe this was only available on the official Paul Weller store. I could be wrong, but I believe it was. It's called Supplement 66. So it's 4 tracks that were recorded after his album 66 was completed. These are a lot more soul based, very style council-ish with the sound of them, maybe similar to what was on his On Sunset album, that sort of style. Limited edition EP, 12-inch vinyl. Next up, this one was released last week or the week before. Double vinyl album. It's by the Coward Brothers. So the pictures on the cover are obviously T-Bone Burnett and Elvis Costello. Even on the inside of this album, they're not called Elvis Costello and T-Bone Burnett. They've taken on surname of Coward, so they are Coward brothers. Sort of similar to the Travelling Wilburys. All their names were Wilbury on the album. This is a similar sort of thing. All the songs I've heard of this album so far, I think it's 20 songs from memory. 20 songs. They're all Americana country type songs. There's a couple of Elvis Costello type songs on here. It's double vinyl. There you are. I just got the black vinyl anyway. Did I get the black vinyl? No, I didn't. I got the licorice red colour vinyl there. Both albums are exactly the same. Double vinyl. Each sleeve here has the lyrics to the songs. This isn't a newly recorded album, by the way. Most of these songs date back to the King of America album of Elvis Costello's in 1984. So they're 40 years old now. So it's basically a collaboration, a compilation of songs they've recorded together over the last 40 years. Very, very good album. It's good to see Elvis Costello come back with an album that actually is full of country-esque type material. Next up, I picked up this one. This was released the other year. I have Halsey's. She's a alt rock pop artist. I have her third album, Manic, on compact disc. This one was released last year. It's called If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. It was a controversial album cover at the time. It actually showed a bare nipple, but that's been covered up by the baby's hand on future pressings. This is an exclusive white vinyl edition with one extra track and a exclusive poster as well. We get the download code as well. Not sure if the actual poster is worth it, to be honest. It's like that. But yeah, I never got around to buying this a couple of years ago, or last year when it was released. I said this is on white vinyl. For whatever reason I didn't get around to it. It's a good album. It's not as good as Manic, but it is a good album. And this was about half price on Amazon when I picked this up. I probably wouldn't have bothered had it not been half price. I would have just left it. But that's what it is. A recommendation from my mate Ed in Kentucky, who's now moved to Florida. This is called For Crying Out Loud by Phineas. Phineas is the older brother of Billie Eilish. He basically wrote and produced her first couple of albums, played all the instruments on them as well. This is on gold vinyl. He's had a couple of solo albums out. Never really cared for them, from what I've heard of them. But as I said, my mate Ed recommended this one. He heard it on Spotify or Deezer or whatever he streams music on. Thought I might like it, so I went, you know what, I'll get it. He's never let me down before. And finally, Lynne picked up this. This has been released not long ago. Avril Lavigne's Greatest Hits. It's double vinyl. 20 of her biggest hits. She was quite big, or is big here in Australia, and always has been. She's not a has-been. She's big. So it's double vinyl, like that. You got the lyric sheets. I'll only bring one of these out. They're both the same. Sort of a lime green. Look forward to giving this a listen. I've only got her first couple of albums on compact disc, and they are really, really good. So you are Canadian singer Avril Lavigne. Very, very good collection of singles. Anyway, guys, that's Lynne and I's purchases for the month of November 2024. I doubt there'll be many during December because Christmas is coming up. We've bought each other numerous vinyl albums, so there probably won't be any standard purchases for the month of December. There may be a couple. I think I'm still waiting for a couple in the mail, actually. I think she might be as well. Anyway, guys, that's our purchases for the month of November. Let me know in the comments section below which ones of these you're interested in. Are you a fan of Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies? It's top 3 album of all time for me. Is it for you? And you know, the newer artists like Phineas, have you heard of him? Were you aware of the Elvis Costello, T-Bone Burnett, Coward Brothers album? Let me know in the comments section below, folks. Anyway, guys, stay safe, take care, all for now, catch you around, and bye, folks.